Can you imagine owning a condo and you're hearing scratching in your ceiling at night? You're battling with your HOA, you've hired 4 other pest controllers and even plumbers, and nobody can figure it out? Well, in today's video, me and our crew are gonna figure this out once and for all. Let's get started. You told me you guys hired several pest controllers, plumber to do a smoke test, and you're still getting the activity.
Yeah. So of 5 units, the 2 on the ends are different. The 3 in the middle, exactly the same.
Same, yep.
So the one at the end is just upstairs. It is the soft story. It's like over the carport.
Mm-hmm.
They've had 0 activity there.
Okay.
And then this one at the end, the principal unit they're different because they actually have a crawl space underneath.
Yeah, I saw that, yep.
All the rest of us are on a same slab foundation. There is no attic space. There's no attic access.
Yep.
We've had some people cut holes in their ceilings to try to set traps. But realistically, there's no access into any of our walls. The only thing that we have of access point is through the crawl space. There is like pipes and stuff to do there.
Okay.
But everything else is pretty.
And where are you guys are hearing them upstairs, correct?
Yes. So
And nothing downstairs.
nothing downstairs.
Can you show me where you're hearing it?
We've got activity in our ceiling. So it's probably only about like 4 inches, right? Between the ceiling and the roof. Where we get a ton of activity is we've had a ton of activity right here.
Okay.
But a ton of activity like up here.
This closet area?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then basically just like across the top.
Okay.
The only thing that has been outside of our ceiling is in this wall where we have plumbing coming up.
Okay.
We've had activity like in this wall.
You've heard them.
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you heard any?
Maybe last week,
Okay.
but this is where I show you the fun things that my husband's been doing. We have about 4 of these set up now in our room. It is vibration. He has an amp with a different play track.
No way.
Yeah, it's actually been somewhat effective. 100% of the time we are playing different rhythm vibrations into our ceilings.
Interesting. We should patent that idea.
Yeah.
So Anthony, they're hearing them here, a little bit in this wall right here, also across this right here. There's a bathroom, I believe.
Yes. Like they all basically start in this wall and then they come over.
Right. And when did you guys start hearing the activity?
Like over a year ago.
We're gonna solve this. This is gonna be interesting. As you heard them, they've hired multiple pest controllers and even plumbers, and nobody's been able to solve it. Let's go follow him and get up on the roof.
That's pretty high, that.
Here we go. Hold the ladder for me. That's high. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm afraid of heights, and I'm not liking this climb. I don't know how we're gonna get the smoke machine up here. Maybe our hose will reach, but I'm gonna investigate here first and see what these guys missed. 4 pest controllers, couple plumbers. What did they all miss? All right, so here's the bathroom. First thing I look for, you guys, is obviously that shower, double lav, toilet. But before I say anything, what do you see that maybe that they're not seeing? They're screened off. Nope. Here's that neighbor adjacent to them. That's the common wall. There's 3 or 4 vents along this wall. So if you remember, just to kind of give you some context, that shower that she was showing us, then the double lavs and that toilet is all right here. So this wall right here is the common area wall. But let's go up there and double check those vents here. Nope.
Let's just temporarily take that off.
So this is suspect as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and have Anthony cut around this. Is this gonna be the roof rat? Is this gonna be the sewer rat? We've got a big responsibility to our clients today. And guess what, guys? Here's the crazy part. If I don't find it, I don't get paid. You may ask yourself, well, why, Jim? You're there providing a service. Well, we get these calls all the time, you guys, on a daily basis. Hey, I've hired multiple pest controllers. I've hired plumbers. We've done smoke testing and nobody can figure it out. Well, at that point, I know they've dished out a lot of money. So I don't feel it in my heart to be able to charge somebody if I am the 4th or 5th guy that cannot solve it. So I have 100% guarantee that if I come onto your structure, my job and my obligation to you as my client is to figure out precisely how these rats are getting into the structure. And if I can't accomplish that, then I'd rather walk away with no payment. So look at the tree here, and then you've got wires that come across right onto the roof. These are some of the things that I look for. I'm not seeing any rat grease or rat sebum on here. The other thing I look for, especially on flat roofs, is gutters. Gutters is basically a ladder for roof rats to get right up onto the roof. And that's why we came up with the new gutter clips. You guys are changing the game and blocking rats from getting up into your gutter. So something to consider. When you're up on your roof, look for droppings, look for any nesting material. And if so, then you're gonna need the gutter clip.
All right, Jim, I did a perimeter roof inspection and I think we're all good. We can start the smoke.
Okay, let's do it. If you're a pest controller or a plumber and you really want the best machine, there's a link right here to our smoke machine. It's the ultimate way. It's portable, it's lightweight, and it injects a lot of smoke. And it comes with some cones so you can block off those main sewer lines as well. So something to consider. If you're going to be in the extermination business, you definitely need a smoke machine. We can't do without it. If you've watched every job, every video, the very first thing we do is we do a smoke test. We want to rule out the waste and vent system. And it's also great as a plumber if you want to do some leak detection or sewer odor detection. I can't do without a smoke testing machine. All right, so we're inspecting these vents. Bingo. Took that off. Look at that. And look, we have another one. All right, you can see all of the vents here are filling up. You can see a third breach right here. If you're gonna hire a smoke tester, whether it's a plumber or a pest controller, you make sure they offer you 100% money back guarantee. And in the event that they misdiagnose and you have to hire me or another person to come in and revalidate, that means you're entitled to get your money back. Wouldn't you agree? Post in the comments. You know, this is right here, this is not sustainable either, guys. You see in our videos, this is not how we rodent-proof roof vents like this. All that wiring is gonna corrode, and this HOA has already paid for exclusion work. And in a matter of a few years, this is gonna corrode. Why? Because as the sewer gases rise, this galvanized will start to rust out, and we're close to the ocean. Over time, this will start to erode. So all of this right here is a waste of money. It's not long lasting at all. That's why we have the rat caps. One size fits all, 4, 3, 2, and even 1.5 inches. Add a little bit of glue, and that's all you do. That's how you rodent proof a roof vent. And I'll add, this dome pops off, so if anybody's concerned about, well, what if a plumber ever had to service the line? Yep, this pops right off. Brian is down below. Apparently he's seeing some smoke in the laundry. We're gonna head down there right now. That means I gotta go down that ladder, guys. Oh, you're getting it out of here? It's definitely gonna be a tight squeeze, but see if we can get it. Yeah, so the reason for that is the P-trap is dry. So we're gonna see if we can add a little bit of water to it. All right, we are still getting smoke, even though I've injected a little bit of water in that P-trap. So just to be sure, while we have it out, we're gonna make a small incision, or we'll take a look at that standpipe. Okay, look down in there, see there's a P-trap.
Doesn't look like there's a P-trap, honestly.
No?
No.
Yeah, so whoever installed the plumbing here, no P-trap, and it's 1.5 inches. Negligent. Absolutely negligent. The good part though, we confirmed that there is no rat activity inside this wall cavity. So we have peace of mind that the rats aren't coming in and out of this wall. However, that area is directly behind the bed where they were hearing them. Jesse?
Yeah.
Who did your smoke testing? They misdiagnosed.
Okay.
So what's happening is you have bathroom fixtures.
Yeah.
Every fixture has a vent that goes all the way out to the roof. The rats are going from the city sewer, getting up through that pipe and crawling 2 stories up. Then what they're doing is once they're coming out of the pipe, they chew through that paper. See, that's the roof. There's the pipe.
Okay.
They're coming up over, and then they came in, they chewed that paper, and then they're getting in between the roof and the ceiling. So you have 3 of them that are just like that.
3 of them, like
Just on our
different
unit?
units or just our unit?
Different units. So
Holy
have
Wow, you have
have-
already just like
Yeah.
worth every penny.
So you have this unit, your unit, and then remember you said the end unit's
2025?
not having an issue, but 20, 26, 25?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you guys do the roof? Do you know? The HOA?
2023.
We actually redid it recently.
We just redid it.
2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you think that they did something bad?
It's hard to say because the pipes they're not terminated, and we see this all the time. I just solved one in Florida. Those roof vents, you know, you've seen plumbing vents, they go all the way up through the roof.
Yeah.
These terminated above just below the vents there. And a lot of times pest controllers and plumbers, they miss this. But when they did the smoke test, because you guys paid for that,
We did.
what did they do? How did you,
They sent smoke down the pipes
from the rooftop or?
from the rooftop.
Wow. You should get your money back because they
Because-
didn't do it right.
You're saying there's like literally
A giant gap.
a giant gap.
Oh, so you see our smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that smoke comes through those vents right there.
Yeah.
And they should have had that. So now that I have an understanding of what's going on, I'll be able to provide you guys a solution. All right, so they're gonna go with us on that second phase. We're gonna do the repairs on both of these pipes. One of them we're gonna leave open. And if you stay tuned, I'm gonna show you why. Any remaining rats that are between this roof and the ceiling are gonna be completely sucked out. You can see here, we've got our first cone here that he's doing. We're gonna insert that right into here and then smash that down. So as you can see, tons of wire mesh in there. That's what the original pest controller should have done. Here's the kicker. We know that these rats are gonna keep climbing up and down. Because of the pheromones inside that inner wall of the pipe, we're gonna apply a very, very aggressive capsaicin. And what that is it's made out of a mineral. So even during the rains, it'll last up to a year. So with a vent line, it's gonna last a while. But once they climb that pipe and make any contact with this gel, it's gonna irritate them to the degree where they're gonna bolt right back down to the city sewer. So let me show you how we're gonna do that. This is the Detour gel right here. Mind you, it's safe for pets and children. Obviously, if it gets on your skin, you wanna use cold water and some Dawn soap, and it might get a little irritated and cause some redness, but it's not gonna cause any severe damage. Now we're gonna go ahead, add some wire mesh inside there, and we're gonna use the Rodent Stoppers stainless steel wire mesh. Why? Because it's all stainless steel, it's not gonna corrode. Right, this is wire meshed, the pipe inside's wire meshed, and also the wood around that vent pipe. That's exclusion. So here we're gonna go ahead and exclude all of this. This right here, this wire mesh, literally a mouse can get right through it. So if this is a area with a lot of mice infestation, this right here would not work. That's why we use the Rodent Stoppers 1/4 inch all stainless steel wire mesh. Nothing can get through this. All right, so we've got some Detour gel here. We get a lot of calls from condo owners, and one of the biggest problems, aside from the rats, is battling with the HOA, because a lot of times the HOA is saying, I'm sorry, but those were in your walls. We have no responsibility. Well, in this case, this is a common area issue because the HOA's roofer replaced this roof, and more than likely the roofer cut these vents down in order to put the vent flashings. If you're going to deal with rats inside of your condo and you've done everything within your power and your rights within your condo, then I would highly recommend is you hire a company like ourselves and make sure that they document everything, because if you do it correctly and that person or that company documents everything and it is in fact an HOA, you have recourse. You can go after them legally. The other question we often get is, does home insurance cover this type of damage? And unfortunately, 99% of the policies out there, they exclude any type of rodent damage. All right, so you can see Brian's got this all wire meshed as well. We're gonna go ahead and fold this over after that's done. Done.
Boom. So now it's time for the Rat Vac. Let's get started.
So this is the exciting part. Once I come in and figure out precisely After the entry diagnostic that we just did, we are now going to block these rats within the ceiling and that roof. And tonight, or the next 72 hours, these rats are going to panic. And after they go through their panic mode, they get into their hunger mode. And that's where this begins. Now, I can honestly, truly say that this has never been done before, and that's sucking rats out of a roof. And here's how we're gonna do it. So we block that, that's fully excluded, and this one. Now the brilliant part of this is we're not having to go into the units and open up their ceiling and their walls. We're gonna utilize the rats' pathways here. They're already used to coming and going. They're getting into this building for nesting, and that's their food source. But once we block this up, they are no longer gonna have food source. The only food source is going to be this device right here that I'm about to show you. Again, we're gonna intentionally leave this open because any remaining rats are naturally gonna come in and try to get into this pipe, but we're gonna go ahead and screen this off for now. Add it like this, and that way you'll see, I'm gonna try to add a camera so you guys can witness their behavior, and I'm hoping we can get a lot of rats out of here, but you never know with sewer rats, especially when we do our smoke testing. A lot of times they can drop right back into the sewer pipe and then end their way right back into the city sewer. So let's go ahead and inject that in there. So here is the Rat Vac. We're gonna go ahead and cut it precisely. If you're looking for the multi-purpose, multi-catch rat trap for mice and rats and even small squirrels, this is an absolute game changer, you guys. We're using it to extract rats out of ceilings, walls, garages, kitchens, you name it. This right here I'm proud of. It's called the Rat Vac. This is called the bait plate right here. So you load it up with chunky peanut butter right here. And as they come into the ingress, they pass this motion sensor, and then it activates the vacuum for about 7 seconds. But right here is you load it up, and the aroma, the more bait you can add to a rat trap, the better. Brian's bringing the vacuum. All right, so we gotta power it up. We gotta add water too. So he's going to tape the extension cord and attach the water hose. We have some of the Twinzyme inside here. Brian is loading it up. We are fully activated. That's what the setup looks like. Now I set up a Wi-Fi camera directly in front of the Rat Vac. So if there's any remaining rats, they're gonna panic, like I said earlier. Hopefully we can suck every one of them out of here, especially the ones on this side. Hopefully they have a runway from vent to vent. If not, we're gonna have to reposition it over here. Good job, guys.
I found 2. So.
You found 2, I found 1. Brian, you were ground level. You did a good job. You did a great job. All right, so all we could do now is monitor. How many rats do you think we're gonna suck out?
3.
3?
5.
5. Ooh, okay. I'm thinking, I'm gonna go conservative. I'm gonna do 1. See ya. So here's the footage after 48 hours. This confirms that when you figure out precisely how they're getting into a structure and sealing up properly, this is the magic of trapping. After we trapped these 2, we left the Rat Vac and the monitoring cameras for another 5 to 7 days just to verify and ensure that this building is finally rat-free. So the moral of the story is, if you own a condo or if you're a board member and your building is suffering with rats, hiring the right company the first time will save a lot of aggravation, infestation, and more importantly, your investment. This definitely deserves the rat dance.
The twins do it again. Another successful rat extermination. Job solved. We will see you on the next one.